If you're married, then you probably remember when you first met your wife or husband to be and how you probably had that feeling of butterflies in your stomach and maybe even a loss of appetite. You felt nervous when he or she was around. You wanted to make the best impression. I'm sure that most of us can remember those kinds of experiences. And while you think about that a little more, let me first of all say hi. I'm John Kuert, pastor at Alpha Assembly, bringing to you another heart to heart talk. I'm thankful for these opportunities that are brought to you by Alpha Assembly in Clarion, Pennsylvania, and hope that they're a blessing for you each and every day. Well, pretty soon after you meet a person, you understand that those emotions are going to not last throughout your entire marriage. And maybe it takes longer for some than others. But it's kind of like driving a car. When you first learn to drive, you just get in that car, you turn the ignition, and you know the car starts up. You don't know very much about the car. You don't know a whole lot about how to drive in traffic or how to obey the signs or obey the laws or all that stuff. You just know start that car and you have that engine going and you have that power. You apply the accelerator, you go, you hit the brake, you stop. That's how it is in the beginning, okay? So that engine, it's when you first start it up, it's like an explosion that starts the engine, and and that's what happens with us in our love relationships, and it's kind of like an explosion. And then next comes the actual driving of the car, which means that now you need to understand how to drive in traffic, how to overcome some of the problems, and how to obey the laws and the speed limits and all of those kinds of things. And so that's the next phase of your relationship, that you start to understand that there are certain things that you should do and not do, and that are going to help your relationship to grow. But see, the problem is that some people don't understand that. And they think that when the emotional excitement is not there on a daily basis, that they have fallen out of love, that it's not working out. And at that point, many people call it quits instead of letting love grow and mature through commitment. And just as in driving, you learn to become a better driver. You may get a ticket sometime, but you're not discouraged and say, "Well, I'm never going to drive again." You just learn to overcome that, and if you have a little fender bender, maybe you don't say, "Well, I'm afraid to drive now. I'm just going to stop that altogether." No, you don't do that, and we don't do that in our marriage relationships, at least relationships that are going to be healthy. And in the same way, we need to mature in our relationship with God. It's more than a journey of feeling. I'm thankful for when I was first saved and gave my heart to the Lord, and in those early years, even pre-teen years, but even in my teen years, there was just that feeling down there that was just so good and felt so good to go up to the altar again and again. I think I got saved many, many times. I just didn't understand how the relationship is supposed to work with God, but that was okay. It was kind of an immature relationship, but we need to mature in our relationship with God. It's more than just a journey of feeling. It's also a journey of faith. And so we must deepen in our love for God, because we are in it for the long term. And we, of course, want to finish this race well. And that's my desire, is that I can finish well. I think that should be all of our desires. Yeah, It's great to again, back to the marriage relationship. It's great to have those initial feelings, but when you've been married for 53 years, like my wife and I have, it's just not about those early feelings that we had, but it's we were just talking about this the other day in the car. It's memories. We love each other more than before, and different things that we've gone through, some valleys that we went through that we where we helped one another, and we grew through that in our relationship to each other, and so it is with our relationship with God. We need that to deepen, and we can't just um, repeat the first year 50 times. It's got to be an ongoing, deepening relationship, a maturing, and as we do, I think we'll be like the Apostle Paul, who said, "I have finished the course, I've run the race, and henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness." We want to finish well, and we will if we just keep growing in our relationship. If we don't give up when we feel down, or when we've sinned, or done something wrong, we don't give up. We pick ourselves up, and we keep going on, keep developing in that relationship. Well, I hope that that helps and encourages you, and challenges you to really keep growing and maturing in your love for God, your relationship to Him. Well, again, thank you for joining me. I'm the pastor at Alpha Assembly in Clarion, Pennsylvania, at 499 Greenville Pike in Clarion, just about a mile down the road from Clarion University. We'd love to have you. We always say Sundays at Alpha Assembly will make a difference in your week, and I believe that with all my heart. And so, Lord willing, if you're in the Clarion area, even if you're just visiting, come by, stop by. It's a great area. You know, the Cook's Forest is not too far, and in a couple of weeks we're going to have our Sunday school picnic or church picnic up in Cook's Forest at a pavilion, and you're invited. Everybody's invited. And just sign up, okay? Well, anyway, God bless you until we meet again, and have a great, great day. God bless. Bye bye.